My secret? I drink a tiny juice box.
Hey everyone, it's Adam from Dork Afternoon, and I'm here with Ben and Dan from Pink Faux Hawk, and Jeremiah and Brian from our crap.
Brian.
The shit we do.
Yeah, the shit that we normally do.
Mm-hmm.
And as you know, we are playing Call of Cthulhu. We're playing the scenario, what the hell is it? Nazi bikers must die.
Kill them all.
Yeah, kill them all. I don't know. We've gotten so sidetracked from the point of this. I kept forgetting what we were doing.
Yeah, we don't know either.
Kiss in the gas station. Bikers must kiss in the gas station. I think it's
might get phone numbers from the bathroom. You know,
the boundaries.
They must.
So what are you guys thinking so far? Either of the thing in general, or thoughts?
Well,
on
I feel like we got our
on?
first taste of some Cthulhu action when we
yeah.
finally
That
got
was fucked up.
into his house, and he's got some insanity shit going on. But I feel like it's just the surface.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And Adam, you brought up some pretty cool, a good point when we were talking between sessions, where it feels. I almost said 10 minutes ago,
That's
but
fine.
it's 2 weeks ago. It was 2 weeks ago we were talking.
Like, yeah, X number of days ago.
My mouth doesn't match. We dubbed over it.
Some other time.
But I was talking about how realistic, it is. He's in jail. Like, he's got to be in jail. And you're like, yeah, but there's also the Grindhouse aspect to it. So there's this kind of that B-movie pulpy. Like, I like that we had that license to kind of go over the top. I mean, that's obviously our jam anyway. So I feel like it feels comfortable. But I like that it's like Cthulhu, but with that like heightened Tarantino Rodriguez pulp to it, which I love. It's a good
Right,
mix.
right. And that was kind of the thing too, is I wanted there to be that, but also if the dice go against that, then I've got to I'm a fan of letting the dice decide how it turns out. And sometimes you guys roll really well, and then I roll something that's astronomically well too, and it's like, oh shit. All right,
So
I guess.
So you're rolling against us on those.
Some of them when they're opposed rolls, like a charm thing or something like that. The way the opposed rolls work is, like, if you get a normal success and they get a hard success, they win. If you get a hard success and they get an extreme success, they win. And if you tie on the type of it, then it's like depends on what the actual number was, or like on who wins. So
yeah, this is the time in the game where I'm just glad I'm not GMing, and that's how I feel on our podcast too. Because I feel like after 2 years, I still don't know the rules of Shadowrun, and I'm just like, then I have this freedom to be mad at the results no matter what. If I fail, and if I win, I just feel like I'm, you know what I mean? I just like
you've
just roll the dice.
system.
Oh yeah.
You're an expert
I
at the system,
still refuse to take responsibility for any of my actions. All of it is just Adam's fault, and he's trying to kill us all.
yeah, that's fine.
That's
I think
that's all that matters.
I think from a GM standpoint, though, it can be refreshing to have a player that doesn't know the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Because then they're not mentally constrained by the rules, and they're like, I'm going to do this thing. How do I do this? And the GM's like, well, it's this and this and this.
Well, right.
In a way, they're more
people
immersed, right? Because they're not playing the game; they're putting themselves in it.
Right.
And I love that.
Right.
But a lot of people listening don't know the rules either. So, like, even if they don't have the same question as the player doesn't know the fucking answer, it throws the mechanics into the tabletop
part of the show
experience.
Yeah,
Right. It's like okay, yeah. And I don't know. I also think if everybody at the table knows exactly what's happening, it's almost like everybody's 7 steps ahead. And then it's like, oh, you don't get the nuance of like talking about the game mechanics
how it
works and like what's going on. And then it's just people rolling dice.
Right.
Right.
Whereas if everybody's, or at least you got 1 or 2 newbies, then it kind of like breathes some character into the experience of playing it a little bit.
And I personally really respect you being a hard ass with the dice, Adam. I love that.
I do too. Like I said last time, Ben, Ben's easier to manipulate than Adam. I've been trying. I'm not going to stop trying. But
that's fine. I appreciate it.
I respect.
I like it. Well, I also like the human factor of like the opposition. They're just as scary. Like it's like that was tense dealing with a fucking highway patrol on the side of the road. It's like, oh shit, like it's not a Cthulhu monster, but I can get fucking locked away. He could shoot me right now. It's awesome.
I've only got nunchucks in this world of Cthulhu horror. All I am bearing is nunchucks that are not in my possession currently.
And trying to pickpocket a police officer's sidearm.
Your nunchucks are sitting on Deputy Bill's desk, or they're hidden on your motorcycle.
Good to know.
Yeah,
I was curious if they were still on the motorcycle or not because I don't know where I left them, honestly.
Well, but I mean that's up to you at that point. Like, do you think he would have had him on him, or do you think he would have had him hidden on his bike? I feel like that's a great question. I think he's probably got like a whole. I don't know. I mean, I don't know enough about nunchucks. Like, I've never fucking
to go with the Grindhouse
How stupid
theme.
Is that?
It'd be
I've never played with nunchucks in my life. But
it'd
like,
be cooler if he had like a hip sheath, like for his
That's
thigh,
why
and he's just like
he's got to have him on him. But I
Dude, you can have it as like truck nuts. So it's like
just like swinging around.
Nunchuck truck nuts.
There's like hanging off one of the handlebars. One of the sides of the handlebars just flapping.
They become the handlebars.
Oh, that's fucking amazing. Just pulls the handlebars off.
Twist them and they turn into chains.
I think that Paps probably has like just a legit spaghetti western 1970s holster, like a low hanging holster, like mid thigh, and he's got nothing but the nunchucks in the holster,
like the
and so he probably
holster.
He had those on him when he got arrested. So I like that.
Okay.
They're on the desk in the place.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's a great place to start this one too. Is back at the sheriff's station.
Why the hell not? Let's do it.
We hear the conversation happening that we heard before, and we start with a shot of the handcuffs on the floor right beside Haller's feet. And y'all are talking to Deputy Bill. We could see the sheriff in the background in his office, all enclosed in glass. We hear him see him on the phone and hear like murmuring coming from him on the phone. And we see Deputy Bill there kind of like looking back and forth between the two of y'all, like as you're both talking to him. And he's like ping-ponging back and forth. And what is your plan, Haller? Because you're, at this point, you're kind of the decider. You know what I mean?
Now, before you say that, I want to interject one thing. We on the last episode, the sheriff was in slow motion saying assless chaps.
Yeah.
Now, I want to canonically define that Paps, he looks like he has assless chaps on, but really he has like mid-thigh, like tight leather skin tone.
Beige
leather half tights, and they almost look like his ass, but then he has denim chaps over the top of that. So his chaps are denim, and then he has like skin tone leather, because who's going to rip down the road at 62 miles an hour in 1970 without anything?
You know what they say, assless chaps do not leave chapless asses.
So he's wearing, let me get this straight. So he's wearing leather pants with denim chaps over top of them.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's totally
wonderful
reverse from
imagery.
what I would expect.
I want to be clear, since it's been spoken many times that he has assless chaps on, that his ball sack is not staining his suede carpet.
Of course not.
Seat on his Indian motorcycle.
No. Okay, they could get sunburned. I mean, it's the desert.
They're not crotchless chaps.
You gotta rub sunscreen on them if they're out.
Aren't all chaps crotchless? I mean, I don't know. Maybe
it's the 70s, so it's like full bush, you know.
Right.
There's
but he's
some
also like a
protection
loincloth.
there.
Isn't that what banana boat sunscreen's for anyhow?
Pubic hair is the same shade as the shag carpet. It all just blends in like a fucking saddle horn.
Right. So leather pants, denim chaps. Okay.
Half tights. Only come down to the knees.
Yep.
Only down to the knees. Yeah. All right, Holler, how about it?
Yeah, Holler, what's your plan?
I mean, Holler's plan was just really trying to see if there was like a bond or a bail or any way I could get him out now instead of later.
I guess, we don't know if there's a bond or bail, do we? That's interesting.
No. Yeah, I mean, usually that would be set by a judge at that point.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I mean, at this point in time, you ain't even been charged with a crime.
That's true. And theoretically, they could hold someone for 48 hours without charging them with a crime.
I was just trying to see if there was a way to get my buddy out, if I could talk him out to,
Oh, there's a way.
Got things to do.
Yep. All right, so you're not going to do anything with handcuffs, basically.
No. God heavens to Bessie, no.
So you're putting your faith in the the keeper.
The dice. Put this face in the dice.
Well, yeah, because I know the keeper, and I know what happens when I try and slap handcuffs on an officer there at the desk with another officer within earshot and eye shot. I ain't got nothing.
All right, man. I'm not trying to deter you. I'm just curious. That's all.
Do not try to handcuff that police officer.
Please do it.
Look at Dan. Dan's all about it.
The whole time I've been sitting back here thinking about it.
There's a part of me that thinks of the handcuffs as like Chekhov's gun, and we don't need them now, but we might need them later.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
They're there.
It doesn't hurt to have a pair of handcuffs.
Yeah.
Just maybe not right now,
A little foreshadowing, if you will.
Right.
I don't think this is the time for them.
Exactly, but it doesn't mean you can't pick them up and put them in your pocket.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to just leave them sit there on the floor.
All right.
But
All right, so in the background, we see the sheriff hangs up the phone, walks over to the door to his office and opens it up, and he's like, "Hey, Bill, did you fill out one of those ID10T forms for me, real quick?" And
Like you just triggered something.
And like at that, Bill's like
Jeremy.
looks over towards the sheriff. He's like, "Oh yeah, sheriff, I don't know if I have any more. Do you have any more in your office?" And sheriff's like, "Yeah, just 1 second." And he goes back in his office, and he's like, "I think they were in the filing cabinet, sheriff." And sheriff kind of goes in and is pulling them out. But Brian, you have a minute here, like you have a moment where he's not looking at y'all. What do you want to do about those handcuffs?
I'm gonna pick the handcuffs up off the floor and pocket them.
Okay.
He's in the cell. Is there any keys like sitting around
No.
on the desk? Nothing.
No. I mean, he's got keys on his belt.
Right.
The bait.
Right at that moment, Pabst seizes up, and his eyes roll back in his head, and he hits the ground, and he just starts shaking uncontrollably and
Deputy Bill's
gagging
like,
on the ground.
Deputy Bill's like, looks over and he's like, "Is your friend on drugs or something?"
Oh, most definitely. And it looks like he's having some sort of reaction to them.
I mean, I guess I could call the paramedics.
I would get them
hold
over
on.
here post haste,
Hold
so
on.
you're going to be needing a corner.
Hold on, just one second, just 1 second. And he like starts going for the phone, and he's like, 5. What the hell?
He was eating
He hangs
ragged
it up,
ass's Tic
starts
Tacs.
flicking back through the phone book. He's like, "Oh,
He drank
yeah.
out of that fountain.
555-985-732. Is that right? Wait. Oh, hold on.
That seems like too many numbers.
The keys
All right,
glisten on his belt.
So he starts calling like the paramedics, and you see the sheriff come out with the form, and he's like, "Here, what the hell's going on with that guy over there?"
Full on seize on the ground. My head starts like banging into the bars on the cell.
Bill, you calling the paramedics? Yes, sheriff. Yeah, I'm calling the paramedics right now.
There
All
it is.
right.
My friend's dying in custody, and you two ain't doing nothing about it.
Well, I mean, I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. He's in there, you know.
Help
he's
him.
not gonna. That's what we're calling the paramedics for.
You guys got to be first aid certified, don't you? Help
son,
him.
This is 1973. That man's in a jail cell.
And I got the key.
If he chokes on his own tongue, that sounds like his problem. And yeah, he's like, I mean, that's what we're calling paramedics for, but hey, you okay?
Hey.
So the sheriff starts to walk over to the cell and starts to open up, and you can hear Deputy Bill on the phone talking to the paramedics. He's like, "Yeah, we need an ambulance at the Dexter sheriff station."
Oh heck, this guy ain't even know the address to the sheriff's department. Good gosh.
They're from two towns over.
Don't make fun of my speech impediment.
It's the 70s. Of course we are.
And so the sheriff comes over and opens up the cell and starts walking in. He's like, "Son, what you got going on? You got one of them epilepsy type things? My nephew's got that. Is that what's going on?" And he starts pulling out like his belt so that he can put it like on your mouth so that
my
you don't
teeth
like
or something like that. Yeah. Right at that moment, I'm going to swing to my knees and jump for the open door.
Okay.
With my jump of 60.
Okay.
You invited us. Everyone play pink Cthulhu pink mohawk style.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right, what'd you get?
I don't think
jump
you
of
are.
60. 46, bitches.
All right.
He's gonna
All right.
oppose it. He's gonna oppose it.
All right. So what's your dex, by the way?
My dex is an 80 because I am a slippery motherfucker.
All right, Brian, what's your dex?
My dex is a 45.
All right, so this is what happens. So you go diving out of the jail cell and the like past the sheriff. He kind of turns and he's like, "What the hell?" You know. But what do you want to do at that point? Once you go diving out of the jail cell, what's your next move?
What's my next move?
Yeah.
I'm going to slam it closed behind me.
Okay.
So it's just going to automatically lock. So whether there's I don't know if they have to lock it or if it automatically locks and they have to go to unlock it or whatever. But I'm going to go to slam that door shut, assuming it locks. That was my intention.
Right. All right.
I dive out and just turn around and fucking kick that door shut behind me as I slide across the floor, right up next to Holler.
Okay, so we cut over and we see the Deputy Bill, and he's over there on the phone still. He's like, "Yeah, so how long is that going to take y'all to get that ambulance over here?" Brian, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I am going to. I'm going to take the handcuffs, try and lock him lock him to the jail cell on the outside.
Him to
Oh,
the
you're
jail.
gonna, like,
He's a
lock
little
the
ways
door
away
shut?
from the jail cell, so you could lock him to his desk if you want to, but
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Fuck yeah,
Okay.
dude. Do that.
all right.
I got your back.
Unarmed. What do you think?
I got fighting brawler.
All right, do it. Roll it.
Can I assist him or is it all him?
No, that's him.
Okay.
31 out of 55.
Hell yeah, baby.
Nice.
All right, so you hold on. Yeah, so you slap the handcuffs on him and latch him to what on the desk?
It would be it's one of those old 70s desks. It's got like that little metal rail that goes up around the front end of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
I just snap it right onto that.
Fuck yeah, dude.
He looks up. That's because that's the hand he had. He's a lefty, so he had the phone in the right, and he was like writing with his left, and that's the one you slap it on. And he was writing on the ID 10T form. He's like, "What the hell?" He's like, "All right, back up to you." What's your character? PBR, Pabst. What do you do?
Okay, just a quick, like, what do I see around me? Like I got the guy locked in the cell. He just, Bill just got handcuffed to the desk. Like, what do I see around me? I see like a gun bank or anything like that.
You see your nunchucks on the, no, the guns are stored in the armory, which is further back.
Yeah.
You see your nunchucks on the desk. You see Deputy Bill slapped handcuffs on him, and he's handcuffed to the desk, and the sheriff's in the jail cell.
Gotcha.
And you're like a turn from getting out of the...
Okay. I'm one turn from getting out. This is what I want to do. I want to grab those fucking nunchucks. I'm going to grab Holler, and we're just going for the door. And if there's a fire alarm on the way out, I'm going to pull it. If there's not, I'm not going to worry about it. We're just fucking busting out that. So it's nunchucks and out the door.
Okay. All right, so you start... So you grab your nunchucks off. Deputy's still fighting with the handcuffs. He starts trying to reach for his pistol, but by that point you're already out the door.
Fuck yes.
The sheriff also pulls out his pistol, and he's getting ready to aim. Brian, what are you gonna do?
I mean, we're getting out of there. We got to go.
All right, so you pull the fire alarm on your way out, and like the sprinkler system goes off with
Fuck
it.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's like starts fucking raining down on him as you guys run out of the police station and the fire alarm's going off.
It unlocks the cell.
Yeah.
I just thought about that when I said it. I was like, fuck, it's going to unlock everything.
All right. So what is your guys' plan now?
What is our plan?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we're getting your bike off of the back of that truck in any kind of a timely fashion. So that might be
when you come out, that truck's
cause.
gone. The truck's gone.
It's gone.
So
you're just gonna have to saddle up on the back, and we're gonna have to roll.
I think we just hop on piggyback, and I slide on the back, and I what's your dog's name?
Poe.
Poe, I give Poe a little, as I like swing around the back and I tuck in real tight and give you a grab around the middle. I'm real careful not to grab too tight around Poe, and I just give him a little scratch behind the ear as we fucking rip off out of there.
And I'm gonna let him know, hey, I did see that bookstore, so maybe we can go hide out there for a minute.
That sounds great. I already placed a call. Let's go fucking check it out. They'll never think to look for us there.
Not a bunch of Alabama bikers anyhow.
They probably won't go to the guy's house or the guy's place that you were calling earlier.
Right.
Not at all. All right, so you guys start heading over to Ostrander's books. We cut back over to the rabbi and Ragged Ass Raleigh, and you guys are there, and we see Ostrander sitting in the middle, Nigel sitting there in the middle of his living room, still chewing on those books. Roll me a spot hidden. Whoever has the better of the two. Whoever the two.
Yeah, let me find that.
I don't have it.
Then that's the minimum, which is a.
You don't have spot hidden at all?
I got spot hidden. Minimum
it's 25% if you don't have it.
25.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad. I mean,
shit. 67. 67 over 40.
64 over 25.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah. So Jeremy, you're kind of looking around. You're still that guy was eating the pages from these books and shit like that. What you do notice though, is you see this weird contraption sitting over on a table in his living room. It's like right beside the phone, and it's got like these wires coming out of it.
Is it a puzzle box?
Nope. Roll me a What the hell was I supposed to have you roll for this? I don't remember.
Is it a cult?
It is. No, it's not a cult.
Damn.
I don't know why I'm talking that accent right now, but I am.
Holler has a tendency to rub off. He's actually wanted in 4 states for that exact thing.
Do either one of you have EDU? It's like education. That's what the skill's called.
No. I've got biology, medicine, psychology, natural world,
Damn, I've got you.
I'm trying to think of what I got. A Colt.
You've got a Colt?
I've got 30% in a Colt, if that's something.
I don't have education. I mean, I do, but I don't.
All right, so you see this weird box over there beside the phone, and it's got like wires coming out of it, like that are attached to the phone.
Really?
And it looks a little something like this.
Phone mate. Custom 400.
And there's a little red light on it that's blinking.
Oh.
And the whole time, this guy's still sitting here jabbering to himself and kind of murmuring.
Do it.
I got an intelligence of 85. I'm going to go just try to futz with it and try to figure it out.
Roll intelligence. Roll intelligence.
Do it.
Do I negatives with it?
Just roll intelligence.
43 under 85.
Fuck. Yeah.
Ooh.
You're good.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So you've actually kind of heard of these kind of things. It's a machine that's designed to
Answer phones?
Yeah. It's almost like some sort of machine for answering calls when you're not there, basically, so that people can leave them a message.
It's a robot secretary.
Right. Yeah. Robot secretary.
Technology these days.
I know, right?
It's like the Jetsons. You believe this shit?
All right. So, but you see like a little red light, and there's like buttons and shit like that on it. What do you want to do?
I want to... I know it records messages, so I want to listen to the messages.
Okay. All right. So you go up, and
I don't think that dude's going to stop me. So.
No, he's not. He's not. He's still over there rambling on about the same shit he was rambling on before. So you hit boop, and what you hear is a recording of an older woman. And it sounds like she has like a German accent, right? And she says, "Start talking now? Very well. Nigel, if you have what I think you have, you must keep it safe and secure. There are those who will kill you for the knowledge contained in these pages. It is a book I once told you of. For the love of God, do not read its pages. If you know of a safe place to store it, take it there immediately. I shall be there tomorrow." Now what do? Beep.
Raleigh jumps as soon as the voice, looks around as soon as the voice starts playing.
And then another thing goes beep, and you hear Paps with his voice message come on. He's like, "Nigel, you don't know me, but blah, 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 the rest of it. Your life's in danger, blah, 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 the book, blah, 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 Nazis, blah, 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 blah." That'd have been a great time for me to have sampled that and made a phone recording.
I thought you might do it. I was waiting.
I thought about it today as I was cleaning up that audio track, and I was like, nah.
That's a lot of work for a GM to be like, "I'm going to do all of this," but then it'll never fucking happen.
I might throw it in later and delete this conversation.
No.
And just show a picture of the...
I'll be there tomorrow. Was there a date on her message?
You know what?
Is it like...
Ain't nobody in YouTube.
No, it doesn't leave a date.
Machine,
it just...
we don't know when.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Nigel, this book, my friend, where exactly did you hide it? Because those fellers that stopped by earlier, they're kind of some bad dudes, you know? And we were sent here...
Somewhere safe. Somewhere safe.
Now, where exactly is this somewhere?
Spears' place is safe. Spears'
place.
Spears' hole. Oh, no. Spears' hole safe.
Spears' hole safe. So a safe at Spears' hole? There's safe there, Nigel? Did you eat it, Nigel?
What exactly?
You are the portal.
What exactly is Spears' hole?
Spears' hole.
And Raleigh's, he's like, "I'm real sorry, Rabbi. It's the most supple pages of any book." He's tearing pages out of a Bible because they're thinner. He's worried he's gonna choke. And letting him eat it.
Yeah.
Oh, that,
and he's
that
just
looks like the New
feeding
Testament.
him?
You'll be
Is
fine.
he feeding him? He's like fucking
Yeah,
feeding him pages.
He's handing him just so he can at least get it down and he's not stopping. So I figured it's serving, the Lord. It's helping him.
His words are that much clearer now because of the thin pages. Yes.
Jeremy, he reaches over and he grabs you Right. No. He grabs
Ragged ass.
Ragged ass Raleigh because you're closer to him because you were over by the machine. So he grabs Ragged ass Raleigh right by his raggedy ass.
And he's like,
oh shit!
You don't understand. You don't change. You never change. You are the portal.
Portal, right? Okay.
A portal.
Yep, I'm a portal. Are you a portal? Are you also a portal, Nigel?
A portal.
Right.
Then he goes back to eating the books and kind of mumbling. At this point, it's unintelligible, just like mumblings.
Spears hole.
Spears hole safe.
Spears
And we're
hole.
portals.
Spears hole is safe, is what he said, I think.
Spears hole safe.
Spears hole is safe.
And as he's like eating this, you can like see blood starting to come out of his mouth too, just because he's like cramming fucking
Cutting
paper
his
down.
paper cuts in the mouth, yeah.
Ragged ass, you got any more of that, that sleeping pills? You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I got one better than that. And Raleigh takes out a livestock syringe with horse sedative.
So he does have
smokes, now he
does
does
have ketamine.
And he takes a little, he doses it. He knows how to dose it. He looks like maybe he's about 190, maybe 200 pounds. And he sticks it. It looks like the guy doesn't really notice. Puts it right in his jugular.
We see the needle close up, right into his neck, and he portal. And he slumps over and drops to the ground.
I fish the paper out of his mouth real quick. A little sweep. Listen to his
sweep.
heartbeat.
Poor
As you
Nigel.
do, you kind of like open the page a little bit, and it says that man cannot survive on bread alone.
That is beautiful.
Nice, Adam.
That was beautiful.
Nice.
I would high five you so hard right now if we were in person. The highest of fives.
He's gonna be all right. He's gonna shit something fierce. He's gonna shit
A lot of fiber.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like what the fuck he was saying.
He's
like,
going to
not-
crap out the Book of Mormon.
It's not something he's seen yet. Like this fucking mumbo jumbo, it's gonna be something we're gonna see later. Like I don't know if there's gonna be a connection to be made yet by the nonsense.
So what is your all's plan at this point?
I'm going to try to find a phone book and try to find a map of the area and see if there's a Spears hole anywhere.
Okay.
Spears hole.
Yeah, I mean, so you're looking around, you don't see anything that says like you find a phone book there because everybody had phone books back then because no
Has
one
he
had the
eaten it?
internet. Yeah. Weirdly, that was the first book he was eating before you switched over to the Bible. And weirdly, he was eating up the S section. No, yeah, you don't see a Spears hole when you go looking in the phone book. You do see like a stack of mail, and some of it has an address on it that's like for his bookstore. So,
Okay.
We should check out the bookstore.
Yeah, I think so.
Is this
too.
not the bookstore? Like his?
No, they're
this
at
is
his house.
There's his home address.
so
but the
they're over
bookstore-
here at his house on the east side of town.
Okay, I misunderstood that.
You
so
all
they're at
were
his
here.
house, but we're where Raleigh saw
Me, you were headed to the
Holler.
actual bookstore.
Holler. Not
Yeah,
Raleigh.
you guys were
Yeah.
headed to the bookstore.
Yeah.
They were at.
Holler and Paps are headed to the actual bookstore. They happened to run into an old lady, and she said, "Hey, he actually lives right over there."
Right.
And that's where this craziness happened.
Got it.
And the mail, or like there's an address for the bookstore in his house.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so we know where the bookstore is.
Yeah. It says like, oh, Strander's Books, like on the label, and it's a different address than where you are.
Sure.
It's like on 3rd Street. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And the message that the lady said on the message answering machine was, "Don't read the pages."
Right.
Right.
So I'm reading that he fucking read the pages and he went fucking mad. That's
Seems
what
that
I
way.
think might be happening. So like the shit that he's eating has isn't stuff he's keeping safe.
Yeah, this is like a.
But he read those
result.
fucking pages and he went crazy.
Let's check the rest of the house real quick while he's passed out.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Can I
I
roll
mean,
like
he knew he had to
intelligence?
keep it safe. He knew he had to keep it safe.
Yeah,
So
it would
maybe
be-
he made
Right,
an
right,
effort
right,
to
right.
do so.
It would be spot hidden to search the rest of the house.
Okay. That's bad. Let's try it.
You can go with whoever has the best.
19.
That's
19?
Yeah, under 25.
Not fuck yeah. That's a
All right.
regular success, right?
So you're kind of looking around the house. There's some photos hanging up on the wall, and you see one in particular that kind of catches your eye because you see it and you're like, oh shit, that's him. That's Ostrander. But it looks like in the background you can kind of see like a jungle, right? Like that kind of like thick ass vegetation, right? And
With 2 C's.
what?
Never mind.
Thick. Yeah, I got you.
So you see this photo, and there's 2 men in it, right? And one of them it's Nigel Ostrander, the guy here that's passed out now on ketamine.
Yeah.
And he's holding this stack of books in the photo. Like he's like got this big smile on his face, and he's holding this big stack of books. And you see another man in the photo who's wearing like green army fatigues, right? And the sleeves are all rolled up, and like both of them are real sweaty, right? So judging from your guys' experience in 1973, this looks like Vietnam,
Yeah.
right? But they're both smiling, and you can tell that the name tag on the guy in the fatigues says Spears on it.
Spears hole.
And they're both smiling, and the titles of the books aren't legible from how he's holding them because he's got them kind of like side, and you can kind of see the pages and not the spines of the books. But when you kind of like take it off the wall and look at the back of it, it says 1969 on it.
Spears hole, Rabbi.
If that's Spears.
He's got a hole.
He's probably got a couple holes.
In what?
You think he stuffed it in one of those holes like Nigel was doing?
Maybe.
Pictures Christopher Walken.
Yeah. Up his ass.
I carried this watch.
Okay.
I really got him. Oh shit.
Spears.
But yeah, looking around the house, that's about the only thing you see that kind of like jumps out at you.
And we can't decipher what the books say.
No, yeah, because it's like the sides of the book, like where you can see the pages and the covers, and it's a whole stack of them, but the spines are pointed away from the camera.
Gotcha.
1969. It doesn't say the location. It just says 1969.
Yeah, and you actually looked at the back of the picture to see if you could see the spines on it, and then you realized that that's not how
That's
pictures
not
work.
how pictures work.
That's not how pictures work.
That's not how pictures work. Oh man! Wow.
Yeah. Also, hence my
The
disappointment.
GM has informed you that you looked at the back of the picture to make sure that's not how
To
pictures
look at
work.
the other side of it. And it does show it, and I lose all my sanity.
Oh god.
Oh,
Roll
shit.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah, the only thing you notice on it, it says 1969 written on the back of it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
So, what's
Okay.
your all's plan?
Where the fuck? Is there anything in the
What'd you
correspondence?
say, Rabbi? Did you say what the fuck?
I did. I did.
Yeah, I mean, like when you look, like it's bills or like nothing like, you know, like if you start looking at the envelopes, like they're open, but it's all just kind of nothing seems to pertain to this. It's all just
Do we
like
see? So let me ask you. Okay, I'm gonna start.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start playing now. I'm gonna
Okay.
stop being my crazy fucking Raleigh. I'm gonna start thinking now a little bit.
okay.
Did we see? We saw them that they kicked the door in. Did we see any other sign of a struggle? Did we see them searching through anything? Do we see a mess where they've been?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like there's kind of a mess here too. You know what I mean? Like it looks like someone else had come through here and tossed stuff. I probably should have pointed this out before. Like the couch cushions have been taken off. You know, things like that. Like it looks like someone else has gone through here. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's been thoroughly checked.
It's disheveled.
And they either found something or they didn't, I guess.
Rabbi, I think we got to get to that bookstore.
I think so too. We might be able to find some more clues there, but I got a feeling fucking Nazis are on their way there too.
Raleigh winces when you swear again.
Oh, does Raleigh not swear?
Why? Just seeing Rabbi swear, he knows he's a soft soul. He doesn't like that Rabbi's cursing. It doesn't sit well with him.
The Almighty said just not to take his name in vain. He didn't say nothing else about any of the other words.
Well played.
That's fair. That's fair. I just know you're upset, Rabbi.
Yeah. I'm not particularly keen on Nazis.
Yeah.
So you guys are headed out.
That's why
to
we're
go
friends.
to your bikes at this point.
Yeah. We'll get on our bikes.
All right, so you're talking about this as you're walking out, and we see like the close up of Ostrander. He's still like mumbling, even though he's sleeping. He's still mumbling the same thing, and like we kind of zoom in on his face, and he's still saying the same shit. Like you are the portal. You are the portal. You are the portal.
Rabbi's gonna shut the door, and he's gonna go over and talk to Miss Sally real quick.
Roll me a
Sweet baby Jesus.
spot hidden.
Okay.
There is not a sweet baby Jesus roll on this sheet.
Luck roll. That's a luck roll for that.
Not happy.
Nope.
44 over 40.
God.
Okay.
Well, can I ask? I heard this on this other game I was listening to. Are there crit successes on 11s in Cthulhu or no?
That's Delta Green. The way Delta Green works is if the numbers are the same and it's under your score or over is when crits
Good
fail
or
or crit
bad.
success.
Okay,
this one is based
like
off
Cthulhu
of fifths.
rules.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
got
Now
it.
this
All
one's slightly different. That was what I was saying about the hard success and the extreme success. That's more the way this works. It's like half is a hard and extreme is 1/5 of whatever your number is.
Half is a hard.
It's more math.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's not too bad though. It's pretty easy to be like, 1/5 of 55 would be 11. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's hard for me. 2 numbers. Got it.
I don't do well with fractions.
That's why I tell him the numbers, and then he tells me if I did good.
There's a chart in this book that actually tells you what all those numbers are. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah. All right, so you come out and you look over and she's not out there anymore. But what you do see is down the street to your left, you see another older woman there, though, right? And she's like down at the end of the block, and she's kind of standing there looking at you.
But no nosy neighbors in this neighborhood.
It's 1970, man. They had anything else to do?
They're out hanging laundry, like.
Well, no, she's more like it doesn't look like she's at one of the houses. More so, like she's like on the sidewalk, and she kind of looks over. And when you make eye contact with her, her eyes get wide and she takes off down the street.
Really? She fucking runs?
She runs.
Raleigh, get the bike.
Okay. Start on it.
Rabbi is too far away from his bike that he's just going to follow her on foot.
All right, so you start chasing after her. Ragged Ass Raleigh starts heading for his bike.
I'm rolling. Yeah, I'm getting that bike going. I'm going to rev it and take off after her.
Fucking rip.
All right, so Jeremy, you see her take off down an alleyway.
What the fuck?
Sneaking.
Like
Sally
you see her
through the
take
alley.
off down an alleyway. Like so, as you come around the corner, you see her. She's down the street and she goes and like darts into an alley.
Okay.
Roll. What are you doing? You tell me what you're doing.
Follow
What the
her.
fuck is going on?
All right. All right. So you're still running after her.
Because this is weird enough that he's going to follow her and just.
Yeah,
All right,
I would,
yeah.
yeah.
All right. So you get your bike started. Ragged Ass Raleigh, what are you doing?
I'm ripping down when I see her cut down the alley. I'm gonna try to head her off. I'm gonna go around the block.
Okay.
I see he's following her direct, and I'm just gonna try and cut her off if she goes through that alley.
Okay. Yeah. What skill do you think you're using for this then?
I got drive auto.
Roll it. That's
65%.
Oh, you got 65? Oh, you
Get it,
got a
son.
nice handle
And that's a
on that.
13.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's an extreme success.
Engorged success.
Engorged.
All right, so you come down the alleyway and you see her, and you can see at the other end, right as you see her, you see the rabbi come around the corner, and she like sees you, and she darts to the left and down another alley, like between the houses. She's like poof and heads south.
What?
Okay.
So Jeremy, you still running after her?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Roll, what is it, athletics, I think, or some shit like that? What are you doing to follow her?
Just running after her. Straight, Constitution?
Sure, roll Constitution.
Straight.
Unless, Dexterity? Dexterity or Constitution?
I don't know. Or some other skill for
What's good, man? What's good?
I'm going to say con just to, the stamina to keep up with her.
Okay.
That is a 46 under 55.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
What are you doing there, Ragged Ass Raleigh?
I guess I'll try that again. If she's going kitty corner now?
Yeah, she was headed east. Now she cut south. Yeah.
These alleys lead to streets, so I'm gonna head her off again. I'm gonna try and
Okay.
And this time I'm gonna pinch her. As soon as I get around there, I'm cutting into the alley that she's running up through to head her off.
All right, so Jeremy, you cut down the alley that she was headed to the south. You come along on that street to the south of it to like you guys are coming in like a pincer move. What we see is the rabbi come running down, and we see your motorcycle pull up, but you don't see her.
What the fuck?
The hell?
God damn it.
She put the blanket over her head and just turned into a rock.
I don't know
if I can't see them, they can't see me.
That conversation was pre-record, yeah.
Mockingjay. Spoilers.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow. The survival instincts, this woman. Fuck. How old was she?
She seemed older-ish.
She was a fucking phantasm. She doesn't
How is that
fucking
possible?
exist.
Ma'am, I believe we're trying to accomplish the same goal. We don't mean you any harm. We're just looking for a textbook, is all.
Why are you talking to that rock, Rabbi?
He's just speaking to the alleyway 'cause he's assuming that she disappeared somewhere.
She's somewhere in there.
Yeah.
The Spears Hole. Does that ring a bell?
Jeremy.
Yeah.
You look back down the hallway as you're speaking to it, and you see...
Alleyway.
Didn't I say alley? What'd I say?
Hallway.
Oh, alleyway. So you look back down the alleyway. Hallway. It's weird. Roll sanity. You look back down the alleyway.
You're indoors now.
Back alleys.
Yeah. And you see what looks like a medallion or a necklace of some sort, like in the middle of the alley. Just
Ooh,
like
I'm gonna go get it.
laying there. Like you ran past it the first time, but it's kind of like off on the side.
Okay.
All right, so you walk over and you see a this medallion, right? Let's see. Do you have history or occult?
I got some occult.
Oh, hell yeah.
Roll it.
What is
Nice.
it? What is it? What is it?
That is a 66 under 75.
Damn,
Oh,
you
yeah.
got high occult.
Hell, I call. Fuck,
You
dude.
know exactly what this is.
That's
This
why I got kicked
is
out.
What is it?
yeah. I should have given you a bonus on it. For
is
you'll
it?
know why reasons here in a second. It is a Jewish amulet called Hamsa. You see etchings or like carved, like symbols. Obviously, it's in like Hebrew on either side of this amulet, and it looks like this.
Oh.
On the front, it has obviously the one that says front, and on the back, it has the one that obviously says back.
Well, that's handy that they let you know which one was the front and the back.
I know, right?
Now,
It's weird because it says in Hebrew front and back.
All right, so you recognize the word that's on the front is justice.
That's how they
Is what
start
it
their
says.
football games.
okay.
And on the back, it reads, "The blood of Israel avenges."
Blood of Israel avenges.
Do I know?
Do you have history?
I do have history. Holy shit, I do have history.
Roll it and give yourself a bonus die.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. I don't know if I'm gonna beat that. No. 29 under
Fuck.
75.
Yes.
Rolling
You know
rocks.
exactly what this is. This is a organization called the Tstek. I don't know how to pronounce that, but that's what I'm going to say. Whose focus is on exacting revenge on perpetrators of atrocities during the Holocaust.
Oh no, these are my friends.
Yeah, these guys are fucking badass.
So you recognize it right off the bat. You know exactly what this is.
Why is she hiding from you? What's the fucking cloak
She
and
might
dagger
think-
here? What's going
She
on?
doesn't
think
know.
we're those Nazis.
She doesn't
might
know who
think
we are. Yeah.
We're those bikers.
He's
But
gonna.
I should have described what the symbol actually looks like, but it looks like a hand with an eye in the palm of it.
Okay.
But if that's what it is, that's fucking scary.
Kind of like a Tralfamadorian, I guess, but without the plunger.
What?
No, never mind. That Slaughterhouse 5 reference. Anyway,
Yeah.
That's deep.
Wow, that's
there'll be like 3 people out there who'll be like, ah!
Yeah.
oh yeah,
I never
yeah.
went that far into Slaughterhouse.
And all 3 of those people are on a list somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Book's great. Anyway, yeah, so that's what you have now, is this amulet.
He's not gonna wear it, but he's gonna slip it into his pocket.
Okay. All right.
Man, we're not Nazis. We're here to help.
That was a lot of knots.
It was
Not Nazis.
We're not
double
wait.
negative.
How many knots is that?
Yeah.
All right,
Excuse
so
the double negative.
So we cut back over to the bookstore and we see Haller and Pabst
Rolling up butts to nuts. Here we
rolling
go.
up on the bookstore.
Yeah.
And the door's closed when you get there. You pull up and you just see a sign over top of it that says, Ostrander's Books. And just for scene setting, it looks like this.
Let's see it.
So,
I like that.
Oh, where are we at? Are you on roll 20? Oh, there. Oh, yeah.
Oh
Okay.
man, that's nice.
Okay.
and that's what you got.
Mountains are too close.
You see the sign over top. What was that, Jeremy?
But
Say the mountains aren't real.
they're too close.
I barely saw it. That was a sharp eye.
All right, but that's what you see.
Okay. All right.
Is there, if we make a quick circle around the store, is there a rear entrance?
There is a rear entrance.
I would say then we're probably.
Can I make a quick observation of any kind? Any windows that are cracked open? I mean, this is New Mexico. I don't know what time of year it is. It might be kind of hot. I mean, it's just,
No, it seems like it was closed up. The doors are closed on the front of it as you go along the front, like it, and it had the little closed sign flipped over on the front.
Okay, so it says closed, and all the windows, doors are closed on there. Okay. Okay. Well, we did a circle around the back. We already made that kind of observation. What time of night is this again?
We're in the early evening. We're probably like 7 to 8 o'clock, I guess, maybe. So
7, 8 o'clock at night. Is it dark
Yeah.
outside? Is it light outside?
Since it's like May or June or some shit like that, it's probably
Dark by now. Getting dark.
starting to.
No, we've
sun's
already
starting to
sprang
set,
forward.
but,
It
yeah.
ain't gonna be dark till 10 o'clock.
No. We're in New Mexico. We're further south. We're good.
Do they do daylight savings time?
Yeah.
No, Arizona does not, but New Mexico does.
When did they make it longer?
Further south,
is the question.
And it's May, so it is definitely dark by 8 o'clock. I'd tell you right now.
There you go.
All right. So Paps is gonna just step off the back of the hog here, and it's getting dark out. The store is closed. The windows are closed. And he's already around back. Are there some windows in back
There's a door that goes out to the back, like where there's like a dumpster type situation at a retail place. You know what I mean? Like
I assume
we
cut the engine on the hog.
So it's, I mean, and this isn't good. This is just to a bookstore, so it ain't like we're trying to break into a bank.
No, I got
old Holler here. He's got a crowbar.
Well,
we could just try and pop this back door.
I got pick locks first if I want to try that.
All right, we'll try that first, and then
I'll try that
old
first.
Holler will give it the old sweet lovins if that don't work.
It ain't that great though, to be honest. Locksmith lock picking 45. So let's see how I do. I'll either fail or I won't. So I got a 37 under 45. 37 under 45.
Yeah, so you come up to the back door and it's just a deadbolt lock, and you're easy. Like you have a fucking bump key, so you're able to like and like pop it open pretty easily.
Okay.
And this big metal back door
swings in. Before I step in, I'm a cautious kind of guy. I'm going to make a quick observation just to see any sort of weird security going on in here. What do I see before I step into the room?
When you go in, like what you see before you go in is you just see like it looks like a storage area of it where there's like boxes on shelves and shit like that. Like maybe this is where he keeps, like books that aren't out front, that's kind of what seems to be back here, or just like artifacts, things of the sort. But what you do notice is it's like boxes are knocked over, things are kind of strewn across the floor. It looks like someone has been through here.
They've already fucking raided the place. Okay. Well, I think Paps is going to pull out his nunchucks and he's going to slowly step inside.
Okay. Brian?
I mean, Holler, he's, he'd pull his crowbar out, but he's really trying just to see if he notices anything. He's kind of just keeping an eye out for the book.
All right. Yeah, so as you guys go through, like I said, there's books on the ground. You don't see anything that looks like specifically like the Ashuna rubbings, which is the name of the book that you're looking for. And nothing seems to fit the description you were given about it. But as you go through, like I said, that back area is kind of tossed. You do see, as you're going in, like off to the left, you see this, as you're starting to get closer towards the store front area of it, you see this spiral notebook that's kind of like open, and there's like hasty notes that are like jotted down in it.
Yeah.
And it, when you kind of pick it up and look at it, and it says that it strongly suggests that someone like translated something wrong. Like that's kind of what it seems to say. It's like, wrong translation. And it's a bunch of other random shit about it. It says it's not transformation. The word more likely translates to possession. And the notes seem to get more frantic and erratic as they go along. Two more barely legible notes include the phrases "him in the Gulf" and "the blind dreamer."
Him.
So it's like him in the Gulf.
In the Gulf.
But it's like capitalized. Him in the Gulf. Gulf is also capitalized.
Gotcha.
And the blind dreamer, all caps. Capital at the beginning of the beach word. Those are the things that kind of jump out at you. And there's like this spiral drawing right beside where it says the blind dreamer.
Spirals are never good. I've seen True Detective season 1. All right.
And near the front of the store, because I'm just going to fast forward into like what you guys kind of like see around. You can see like several diplomas hanging up on the wall at the bookstore. Like he has them so that customers would be able to see him, like behind his, where his register is. It includes a master's degree in history, ancient and contemporary languages, and archaeology and library studies. The degrees are from prestigious universities, including Harvard, Yale, Miskatonic, and Stanford, respectively.
And that was Masters in History.
History, ancient and contemporary languages, archaeology, and library studies.
And library study.
Yep.
Can I roll a quick spot hidden here? Just to see if there's any secret doorways, any secret compartments, the places where he might hide something special in here.
Sure. Yeah, roll a spot hidden.
That is a 20 under a 60.
Underneath the counter, right, where the register is, you see a safe.
Oh.
It's about 12 by 12 cube, right?
Yeah.
And you reach over and you grab the handle for it, and it pulls right open, like it's already been opened up.
Okay.
Inside, like there were some papers out front of it, stuff like that. And there's a little bit of cash in there. And you see a set of matches, right? Like a book of matches in there that says the Trademark bar on it. Like the kind that you would get at a bar, you know? That's just like, has their logo on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's in the safe, or it kind of like fell out?
It's just like right there in the safe too. It was like it was in it, you know, and it had also fallen out with other paperwork.
He had a fucking set of matches in a safe?
Mm-hmm. Maybe. I mean, they're on the floor right there, so.
Gotcha. The Trademark.
Mm-hmm. And it's got an address to it, which is here in Dexter.
Holler, take a look at this. Holds up the matches, turns around, lights one, pulls out a smoke, lights it up.
When you open it up, on the inside of it, it says Spears.
No fucking way. And then the glow of the cigarette smoke as he lights it, he can see that Spears flash out, and he hands it up to Holler. So, what do you make of that?
Heck, I don't know. I mean, it looks like somebody's name. I mean, normally you'd get some kind of one of the ladies of the night to put her number inside of the matchbook for you.
Maybe it's
That's kind of what it looks like, but there ain't no number on it.
Maybe it's Brittany.
But there is an address.
But I mean, I'm honestly quite impressed that you were able to make short work of that safe.
Well, I didn't pick it, you see.
You didn't?
But I did notice it down here.
Outside, you guys hear the rumble of motorcycle engines. Pull up front.
Holler, get down. And I do a quick, sweet fucking flourish of my nunchucks and just fucking swing them around real quick, catch them under my fucking armpit, and get over next to a window and peek out.
Holler almost does like a uncoordinated belly flop on the floor. But he does it, he kind of like falls to his back so that it doesn't crush Poe.
All right, roll me stealth.
Both of us or one?
Yep. Yeah, the one hiding by the window.
Me. Okay. Stealth. Do I have a stealth? Stealth. Does everybody have stealth?
If
Is it
you
called
don't,
something?
there's a low.
What's it called?
I think it's called stealth.
Minimum 20.
Yeah.
Would it be
minimum
up
20.
top? Would it be up top if I had a stealth?
Yeah. If you don't, then it's gonna be minimum 20.
God damn. Why don't I have a stealth? I'm a fucking slippery
Is it
motherfucker.
sneak? No.
I do have a
there's a
stealth.
stealth.
Stealth
There's
is
a straight up
55.
stealth.
It's in my skills. All right. 55. I got a 51 under 55.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
You can hear my nunchucks just whistling
All right.
in the fucking
So
wind.
you're peeking out the window and you see two gentlemen walking towards the front of the store.
Can I make them out?
It is these other two guys. It's the rabbi and
It's the rest of the
it's the
pit
rabbi
bombs.
and ragged ass roller. You see him
These two
walking.
assholes.
And I crack the window that I'm next to and I say, "Hey, ragged ass, rabbi, get on inside." And I walk over to the front door and I crack it unlocked and open the door.
How did you get out? y'all pay a fine or?
At that, you hear whoop, 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 and you see a police car headed down the road.
Towards us or just down the road away from us?
Drives right by.
Drives right by.
Funny story. You're going to laugh when you hear about this, Rabbi. I went and I tried to see why he was in there. And long story short, we locked the sheriff in the cell and locked the deputy to the desk and just ran. He may have lost his bike, and I don't know how much longer we have in town before we're both incarcerated. So we need to find this book and just get the heck out of Dodge, really, is where we're at. Long story short.
All right. Well, we talked to Nigel Alstrander, and he said that the book is in Spears Hole. All right. So we came down here looking
Spears Hole?
Yeah, Spears Hole. It was one of his, I guess his buddy of his. He had a picture of him and Spears. Must have been a soldier or something.
Yeah, we think he has a hole, and we think maybe he put it in it.
But he also said that we are the portal. He's definitely off his rocker. He needs some psychiatric
Like you are the portal, or like we is in the royal we?
Wait a minute.
All of us individually, I presume. It didn't make a lot of sense.
As you guys are narrating, I think Paps is just kind of taking a stroll through the store and listening to you. And he pulls out that matchbook and looks at it again. And it says Spears on the inside. Did it say anything else? It just said Spears.
It had handwritten on the inside. It just said Spears. And on the outside, it had like the Treadmark bar and has like a logo on the front of it. And the logo is like this semi truck with like a Volkswagen, looks like a Volkswagen Bug, like crammed into the side of the trailer, essentially.
Yeah. He turns around and he looks at Ragged Ass and he flips him the matchbook and he says, "Take a look at that. What do you make of that?"
Looks like matches from a bar.
No, it said look at the inside. The inside of it. The inside of it.
Sorry. Spear. You think Spears holds this bar?
I think Spear might be at the Treadmark.
Yeah, right. Treadmark bar, right? So maybe we should check that out.
So the camera would pull out of the store and go up over top of it and fly across with some sort of, helicopter shot, because we didn't have drones back in 1973. And it flies over top the rooftops and goes a couple blocks to the northwest. And we see this bar, right? And it's like on the edge of town on the northwest over, let me ping it. Ping. Right there.
Yeah.
And we see this sign out front that says the Treadmark bar. And out front of it, you see a semi-truck with a Volkswagen Bug. Like it had jumped and rammed into the side of the trailer.
Oh shit! It's like embedded in the
literally embedded in the halfway
into
the trailer on this tractor trailer.
Sick. Yeah.
And we end right there.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's fun.
That's some fucking short work, boys. That was good. Nice.
Very interesting.
I told you, Herbie, you had enough.
Well, now I'm wondering if Spears drove the car.
Yeah, it seems like a crazy fucker. And now I'm realizing it's Spears' hole is his hole, like his bar is.
No, that's
maybe he
true.
owns the bar.
That's
maybe
true. What I'm thinking is Spears might work at the fucking bar.
Yeah,
I was
like
thinking
the
it was
guy's
still
in the
Spears'
picture.
Butthole. Good for you guys.
Now that might be
I
too
know. I kept
convenient.
thinking the butthole too, but.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching, and tune in next time to find out all the answers or some of the answers to some of these questions.
Yeah.
None of these.
Is
Later,
it his
guys.
bar? Is it his butthole? What is it?
Find out what's in Spears' hole.